got a lozenge. Anyway, I had put up the bigger wire, which I think is what I had last year. It was last year. And I'm like, oh, you know what? This is just a placeholder. I'll just do it another day. And then I came out. I'm just like, let me do it now. This is what I did. So first of all, it looks better. It looks so much better. One, I took out the melting that's not over there, right? I'll deal with that later because I don't even know that might have to get moved or the thing might have to get anyway. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a screw and da. No, I just found a stapler and I stapled this one from the front from somewhere and somewhere else. And the great thing about this is, oh, what if you want to take it off? Well, the wood will rot eventually. So I do want to put some things around the base, especially over here. Or maybe I just need to tamp it down. And so I need to redo this regardless. So I'm not really worried about it. But we do have this one that took, which is great. So the vision of the clematis got me more clematis. Because my whole thing is, oh, I don't know how tall it's going to go because maybe it only went like maximum of 6 feet and that was in the pot. But over here, if I have two, it should go at least a distance of both, right? And that's why I looked this up yesterday because it's like, how do I promote vertical growth? Like, I need something to climb onto. Granted, this is very wide. So I still will have to, I think I had been trying to figure out where this is going. I don't know where this is coming from. Oh, this is coming from over here. Okay, so this goes out, it splits. And then what happens? This is too, okay. This is something that, okay. I gotta try and, can I, where did this wind? These are two pieces. Oh, I see, this ends here. Okay, I see, hold on. Okay, anyway, I took off the piece that was not dead. And so, we're going to put it up there. Just put things up until they, and push them either towards each other, and then those pieces towards this, right? So let me, and then there's these cut pieces here, and I'm trying to like curve them so they don't rip the plant, but you know, only so much I can do. And I feel like this is gonna be really tight. I feel like I could have theoretically making it looser, but oh well, girl. Oh, okay. Let's try and, no, I just make it smaller, closer. Just put that. Okay. No, I don't like that. It's over. Why should it should go underneath and then through? Yeah. Yeah, this is more natural. I do wish I had like small pieces of jute so I could just tie these up to here. But it's not gonna stay. That's gonna get knocked over by the wind, right? I need something smaller. Okay, so let's. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's fine enough. So this two, ugh, God, this two. Okay, I have this, and so what widens it can widen it on the base, and then I can focus it up. This is only the one piece. I didn't mean to find the hoe to tamp it down, but I guess I'll just use my hand. I need to redo this. There's some grass. I need to redo this and get more cardboard or apply more cardboard. I'm out of pine cones, essentially. So I have to buy actual mulch. And then, so these are going to get big. I don't know why the space looks so much smaller between the rows and the thing now. Maybe because I have the cardboard mulching. But I want to get like lantana. But I don't know what color. It is a very pink. Let me see. On this side, I'm not even going to count these gladiolus up. I'm probably going to put something over them and something grows on top of that, even better. Or like through them. You know, like if I put like a lantana and then the gladiolus just shoot through, fantastic. But I'm not going to count the gladiolus. They'll probably come back and do nice next year. But I want to get like a lantana. And it's odd placement. I guess the curve is a lot farther up than I thought. Where would I put the lantana? Right in between? I don't know. Like I feel like at least two I need because the lantana do get big. At least two. Something big over here and get big over here, and then something over there. Oh my gosh, this looks so great. And I cut in the back and it's showing no sign of like distress. So I love that. I'll have to be weeding like semi-regularly now. And I did put the other day when it was raining, I did rush and put dianthus. Oh, right here. Here's dianthus. And that's the other one. Here's the other dianthus. Here's this one. I think this one will probably come back up. Let me see if I can. If I put that there, like, what's the point? I need a stick to mark the dianthus. All right, so I'll just stick it right there, so I know that's it, where the dianthus is. Yeah, I need a lot of little annuals to border beds, but also I shouldn't be so pressed. Oh, main thing, I brought this over here because this is the former my lemon. It's pretty dead. I'm like, where do I want a future tree to go? Like, there is nice, but it's blocking the peach. So, and if I put it askew, it's still blocking the peach. If I put it to the corner, it's gonna be in the way. But depending on the tree, it could provide nice shade. And that might be a great thing. So I don't necessarily want it to shade so much that bad. I want the bed to be really sunny. So I need it like where it was or over closer. But yeah, depending on the tree, that could be an issue for the road. La da da da. But this way shouldn't be such an issue. But I also want it closer to where I guess it could probably even be right here eventually. But for now, we're just trying to figure out like placement, visual placement. Like if I put it here, bring it closer. I'm not entirely blocking the hydrangea. I probably am from the bedroom. But if I want to put it there, it's going to block the peach. Anyway, that's another. I don't even know what tree I would want to put here. I can't put it too close to here because it's going to be way too close to the road. People are going to be turning. It's going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, but hopefully if this hydrangea grows taller and taller, that really shouldn't be the big issue. The big issue is blocking my view of the peach. The road, I don't really care. But the peach, I want to be able to see it. And that's something that's going to be like, probably no more than like 4 feet over here. Who is that? My brother-in-law. I was not sure it was my brother-in-law. Anyway, so I think that's a good spot for now. This pot is essentially going to serve as a marker. Maybe I'll have a plant in here or this season, who knows, or just be a marker. Yeah, I'm excited. This is happening. Cool things. I have to say we in this bed because the grass is coming up everywhere. And I don't have enough cardboard and mulch to then cardboard mulch. I'm letting there's pretty much just the 3 clumps of yarrow interrupted by the chastity. Cool by me. There's different grasses here. There's the Bermuda grass and there's this other slow growing grass. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I feel like this bed has to come out at some point, but I don't know what shape it's gonna be. Like if it's just gonna be an awkward like. If I want it to be rounded, I think it's probably will end there. And I'll try and bring it down here, and then I don't know. I love these papers so much. Also, and I need more of them. I still need to be on the lookout on Marketplace to see who is trying to get rid of theirs because they're doing something different. Last year, twice, someone was giving away at least. I felt like they were different. 2 to 100 paper giveaways on Marketplace. I never had. What's going on here? Is this normal? Is this normal? Take a picture. I see we have something down here. I don't know what this is. Some fly. Stone fruit. Peach tree. What is this? Is this a lantern fly? I don't know. I think I have to paint this. I have to get a bunch of marigolds. We get a bunch of marigolds and put them around the peach tree. Yeah. I think the violas are on their way out, so I also need something for this pot to shade the clematis roots. I do. Is this like no, this is like a rock? Okay. All right, clematis. All right. So, and also the fertilizer says up to 3 months. So I don't think I have to wait every 3 months. I think maybe if I do every 2 or 1.5, that would be fine. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this happened. I was telling my sister, I'm like, I put the dry pour over the cardboard, thinking the cardboard was gonna get eaten away underneath, washed away. It did not. It's not. It's just essentially gravel over here. I still don't know what the idea is. Maybe I have to start turning this bed, because if I bring it out here, if I have the same type of papers on both sides, what am I going to fill it with? Less small papers, right? I don't know. I don't know. Also, if the pomegranate is dead, does everything have to go? Is this in line still with everything? I think this is in line still with everything. The line could be moved. Well, it's awkward. Does it look like it's in line? It looks like it curves. Looks like the line actually is farther up. Anyway, the new line is here, so what do I care? Some of these are still green. Some I'm leaving in there in case they decide to grow. But I do think this is pretty much dead. I do think. So. And so now I have this empty space over here. I did have a pot that had pine cones. And there's a lot of empty space on this side. It was occupied by a lot of pots. Last year, I would like to plant some things here. I have no idea what. I need to rooted things. I don't think actually over here, under here, should be any of the drain. I don't think it fits this angle, or maybe a portion of it, but not super crazy. Yeah, my sister was telling me I should just dig and see how deep it is. I feel like we have a shallow rooted system. I don't know how that holds now. I feel like it was a shallow rooted system, like a 6 inches. What the inspector had said. And a lot of plants would be like shallow and go up to 18. So I guess bulbs would be a thing, but at this point, also I need to plant for like low water and high heat. Ugh, wow. So there was a pot here, and I emptied out the soil container. Oh, is that another? This is another. I don't know what that is. It looks like some bullweed. Miss Daisy, do something. I don't know if I should prune her. Anyway, I emptied the soil here. I don't remember if it had anything or what it had, if anything. I don't think it was a mint, but because this onion that I haphazardly planted is like really exposed, and I don't want her super exposed. What is this? I don't know what this is. So this is kind of a garbage pot, but also I'm like, do I want to put some flowers here? I think the first year I had flowers. That requires a lot more soil though. I need to start planting. What is this? I forget what this is. What is this? Okay, I need to start planting corn. Ugh, okay, the flies are in my ears, so it's time to go. It might be time for me to take out that dianthus and put it in the ground somewhere. I liked it in the pot, so I don't know. Don't know. So it wasn't lobularia, it was a lobelia, and it's close enough in my mind. But I don't think it's here anymore. I don't see it coming up. But see something that looks kind of like it. I don't know. But they're growing fast, and it is their season. So yeah, I did put the light on so it's better visible. But it is time to start weeding, I guess, over here. And the grass, I'm not super worried about over here. Didn't do. It's for whatever reason, it's mostly outcompeted over here. Maybe I was just not really getting it at the roots, but we'll be here. We have some of the what do you call this? Should I put this by the other one? Some of the Mayflower. No, there's gonna be a lot coming up regardless. So here's some over here. Blah blah blah. Oh, that might have been a banana. Let me not do too much, but it's so pretty. This is corn I harvested from the corn I grew last year. I don't know if it'll have the wheat lacoche or the wheat lacoche is in the soil, but we're gonna call these peach things done. They're dead, and I'm gonna use the same soil for this. Yes, here are the peach things that we're calling super dead, and we're just gonna stick some corn in here. And great that it rained today, so I don't have to water. Fantastic. I'm not gonna use them all. I don't think. Okay. All right. So here's the corn. I'm just gonna stick and push them down because I don't have a lot of soil to cover things. And what happened last year was I started it in the long planters, and I just took them apart, and then I finish them in the ground. I think this will be fine if they work well here. If these are, actually, I don't see why they would be sterile seeds. I don't see why that would be the case, but okay. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. All right. All right, good night. P.S. These look overwatered, but we do have a little green growing, so they're going to stay here. Because I know they be growing in the helitropic conditions, so they should be fine. They'll figure their way out. Everything else is looking great. I did come yesterday with my mom, and we did take off the seed heads, so that should push out more growth. Yeah, and this is, I thought this was dead. It was in the wrong spot, so yeah. Here goes the chamomile, and I hope the chamomile aren't overcrowded, but I feel like there won't be because don't they grow like tall and wispy? If they do, I'll just send them out, right? I'll try them out, so, This outdoor cat, that's his perch. There's a gaggle of them. I think this is the one that we see most often, though. Yeah, this is perch, though. But the rain's picking up now, so, you know.